In the spring of 2012, we visited the island of Puerto Rico. But at the time, I didn't really get around to editing that video, but now I did. So here's our recollection of that trip. Enjoy. Hello and greetings from Puerto Rico. We're staying right here at the Miramar Hotel, and now we're gonna take a road trip around the island.
We are staying at the Miramar Hotel, located in the historic Miramar neighborhood. The rooftop deck offers a great view looking towards the west. The St. Augustine Church, the San Juan Marina. It is such a beautiful day. Then we have this building here, which is actually obstructing our view of the Caribe Hilton Hotel. The Condado Lagoon to the north, and the Condado neighborhood to the northeast. Let's explore the island, shall we? Welcome to Puerto Rico. We take the Jose de Diego Expressway towards the west of the island. We stop by the coastal town of Arecibo, and it feels like a ghost town today. It is early, and yesterday was Easter, so people are probably sleeping late. The main attraction lies about 20 kilometers inland, so we take this winding road through the mountains towards the Arecibo Observatory. And we have arrived. There's a short walk from the parking lot into the place. They have all these signs forbidding cell phone use. I guess they have some pretty sensitive equipment in there. The Arecibo Observatory was built in 1963, and it is the largest radio telescope in the world, measuring about 1,000 feet in diameter. And we'll get to see it soon enough after this small exhibit we have to visit. Yes, it's a meteorite from Mars. How the heck do they know? Here's a model of the telescope, and finally, here's the real thing. The giant dish has been part of the plot of many films and TV series, most notably the movie Contact and The X-Files and one of the Bond films.
Was built here because of three reasons. The first one is our location. Puerto Rico is located 18.5 degrees north of the equator line, and this gives us a 40-degree window of opportunity to study the universe. The reflector is 305 meters of diameter at over 1,000 feet, and it's composed of 38,778 perforated aluminum panels just like this. Okay? The reflector is not touching the ground. It's suspended 15 feet above the surface. In some areas it could be more or it can be less. In the parts that are more close to the mountains, the difference can be of 1 feet. Okay? The towers are three, and they are named by the hours in the clock. This is the tower 12, that's the tower 4, and that's the tower 8. Okay? The tower 12 and the tower 4 are 265 feet, and the tower 8 is 365 feet. This is because the tower 8 is in a lower terrain, and they needed the three of them to be at the same elevation so that the platform will be balanced. Okay? The antenna is the one that we use to study the ionosphere. That is one of the layers of the atmosphere. The Gregorian dome is the one that we use to study the universe. Inside the Gregorian dome, there are about 10 different antennas that send the radio waves out from the reflector and then go to the space. And when the radio waves come from the space, it bounces the reflector, enter into the Gregorian dome, and inside the Gregorian dome, there are two more reflectors. The radio waves bounce up there and then travel by the catwalk from the fiber optic cable to the control room that is in the other side of the mountain. That's where the scientists are, okay?
Okay, fascinating. And the nature around us is quite beautiful. Well worth a quick visit, but right now, it is time to go. We are on our way to our next destination, and Google Maps has taken us through all these narrow and bumpy country roads. Makes me wish I had rented an SUV and not a crappy Hyundai. They get better after a while, and eventually we arrive at the Camuy River Caverns. There's quite a long line, over 1 hour wait actually, but at some point it is finally our time to go in, and we get on this tram that will take us into the Empalme sinkhole, which is where the main entrance is. Let's just say that it was worth the wait. And here we are just scratching the surface of this place. This is just part of a great network of caverns carved by the third largest underground river in the world, the Kamui River. And this is the entrance to the Clara Cave. The Clara Cave is a huge chamber. Wait till you see inside, but first let's take a look outside. Look how beautiful this is with all the mist and all that. The chamber is 700 feet long and 215 feet high. We are dwarfed by the magnificent size of this cave and its many interesting rock formations, the stalactites and stalagmites.
¿Tú sabes cuánto tiempo se tarda en crecer una estalactita o una estalagmita? Qué grande es esto. Pero ese al frente es el muffin, ¿viste? Eso es un troglodita.
Lo que Héctor le tiene miedo.
Lo que Héctor le tiene miedo.
After a pretty long walk, we reach the other entrance to the cave. We find out part of the tour is closed because of safety issues. Somehow that seems to happen too often in these types of attractions. Here's looking back inside. At least we get to see the muddy Kamui River at the bottom of the cave.
En la cara de la bruja.
We go back to the main entrance through the other side of the chamber. And it is time to go again.
Sí, que fue la última. Ah, pues lo cojo. Qué bueno.
We continue driving towards the northwest and end up at the town of Quebradillas. We're looking for something to eat and luckily we found this great place.
Like they say, full stomach, happy heart. We just ate some fabulous seafood at this place called Arrecife.
And the views of the Caribbean are fabulous. We continue towards the town of Isabela, driving through this hilltop residential neighborhood. Apparently, this town is called Comunidad Coto Isabela, so the actual town of Isabela must be nearby. And sure enough, here it is. This lower area of the city is called Villa Pesquera, or the fisherman's village. It's very nice, quite modern actually. We are now down by the beach area and we see the beautiful colors of the Caribbean Sea and the waves breaking. The locals chilling by the water and at the bar. If we hadn't had lunch already, we would have definitely stopped here for some alcapurrias. Yum. Look at those waves. We drive further west by the Borinquen Golf Club near Aguadilla, and we descend towards the ocean through this road. This is Punta Borinquen, the site of the ruins of an old lighthouse which we'll visit some other time, not today. We are very near the westernmost tip of the island. I am fascinated by the waves here in Puerto Rico, and I'm sure you've noticed by now. Let's keep going. A few miles further south, we find Crash Boat Beach, full of locals enjoying the warm waters of the late afternoon. We pass by the town of Aguadilla and roam some of its streets trying to capture snapshots of daily life. A little further south, we get to Aguada, which is a little further inland, and we continue in this southern direction into the town of Rincón. Its motto, the town of the beautiful sunsets. They are having some kind of religious procession celebrating Easter. We also stop by this place called Maria's Beach, apparently very popular with American surfers. In fact, many of the beaches in this area are considered some of the best for surfing. We have a couple of authentic presidentes at this bar, which actually is more reminiscent of some place in the Florida Keys than Puerto Rico. By the way, it's not a myth. The Dominican presidentes do taste better than the ones available in the US. We continue as we want to experience the sunset at the Rincón Lighthouse, located at Punta Higueros, Puerto Rico's westernmost point. What a beautiful place this is. And of course, the surfers are here too. This beach, Domes Beach, it's also very popular with surfers. The mysterious island we've been seeing in the horizon is Desecheo Island. It is uninhabited and the National Wildlife Refuge, although at one point it was used by the army for survival training. The reef around the island is a very popular diving spot. And here's another view of the famous Domes Beach. A rainstorm lurks in the horizon. The green dome you see was originally the site of a small nuclear reactor. It hasn't functioned since 1968. Well, let's go back to San Juan, shall we? We spend the last few hours of our vacation in the island's capital city. As we arrive, we see the Morro Castle in the distance, a staple landmark of Old San Juan. To our left, the Capitol building. To our right, the historic community of La Perla, supposedly notorious for its high crime rate and lack of police presence, but I wouldn't know because we didn't visit. There's a real bad traffic jam as we approach the epicenter of Old San Juan. We park at an underground lot under the Quincentennial Square Plaza, also known as Plaza del Totem. We decided to explore the Morro Castle grounds. Many people are flying kites and everybody seems to be having a great time. Besides, it is such a beautiful afternoon. Right next door, we encountered the Santa Maria Magdalena de Pasis Cemetery, the final resting place of many prominent Puerto Ricans, even dating back to the colonial times. It sits overlooking the Atlantic Ocean, right outside the fortress walls. On the other side of the cemetery, the aforementioned La Perla neighborhood, which, despite all the warnings, I intend to visit the next time I come to the island. As night falls, we return to the totem. The square commemorates the 500th anniversary of the discovery of America by Columbus. The 40-feet tall totem was designed by Puerto Rican artist Jaime Suarez, and the youngsters seem to be having a great time at the fountain. We decide to enjoy some of the nightlife. A little bit of Don Q rum here and there, if you know what I mean. We walk along the streets of Old San Juan at night, passing by the San Juan Cathedral. They are having some kind of activity celebrating Easter. Then we take a stroll along Paseo de la Princesa, and at the end we find the Raíces Fountain. Raíces, meaning roots. Completed in 1992, it also commemorates the 500th anniversary of Columbus' arrival.
And the cruise ship has left.
There was some kind of fair earlier, but it looks like it's winding down. Guess what? So are we. With this, we're going to say goodbye to Borinquen, the island of enchantment. For now, we shall return soon. Do subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss any of my future videos. Oh, and by the way, if you like all these road trips, here are 4 of my best ones for your enjoyment, so click away. As always, thank you for watching and see you on the road. Bye bye now.